On the campaign trail, Geert Wilders behaves like a pop star, eager to pose for the camera, always smiling like an upstanding, responsible citizen. Opinion polls currently put his right-wing Freedom Party in 4th place. Here in northern Holland, Wilders enjoys strong support. Many Dutch voters like his message that the Netherlands must stop immigration, especially of Muslims.
We have to be much tougher than the current government. The motto, "We let everyone in," is not good for the Netherlands. We want to change that.
Wilders supporters love provocative statements like that. His anti-immigrant and anti-Islamic positions have attracted a lot of voters to his party. People like Simone, a flower vendor in the local market. Like many here, she intends to vote for Wilders.
The foreigners here should either try to fit in or go away. That's what I think. When I go to another country, I try to fit in.
Fouad Laroui is the kind of person Wilders wants to expel. Originally from Morocco, the writer has lived in Amsterdam for more than 20 years.
What bothers me about Wilders is that he lumps all Muslims together. That's completely absurd. You can't compare the Taliban with Indonesians and my grandmother.
When Laroui came to the Netherlands, the country was seen as especially open and welcoming to immigrants. Today, almost 6% of the population is Muslim, but hostility to Islam is growing throughout the country. This market in the north of Amsterdam is popular with immigrants. But when they see our camera, many of them pull back. They don't want to talk to us. And they're fed up with the way they say many Dutch people treat them.
This is a multicultural neighborhood with a lot of Moroccans and Turks. But that has nothing in common with suburbs like in Paris, full of criminal extremists. People here take care of their houses. Even Geert Wilders could live here, but of course, he wouldn't dare to come here.
Wilders spends more time in middle-class neighborhoods, where he's less likely to encounter people who challenge his rhetoric. He appears uninterested in the way Muslims live in the Netherlands. Lately, his campaign has started adding economic arguments to its anti-Islamic positions.
Our research shows that non-Western immigrants cost Dutch taxpayers €7 billion a year, for instance in unemployment benefits. Since the crisis, the Dutch have been called on to make cuts, to reduce the levels of their pensions, for instance. That's not right.
Such arguments don't seem to be helping Wilders much, though. André Kraul, a political scientist in Amsterdam, is convinced the country's traditional political parties will benefit most from the economic crisis.
The economic crisis is not good for Wilders, because Wilders' only issue is stopping immigration. But right now, economic issues are more important to people, and that's not Wilders' strong suit. He has nothing to say about it, and that's why he's lost support in recent months.
Fouad Laroui hopes Geert Wilders will never become Dutch Prime Minister, but he knows there's a good chance the right-wing populist and the Freedom Party could wind up in the country's next governing coalition.